Now, let me just get onto some, right? Let me share my screen. I'm assuming that this can be seen. It can. Let me make myself a little bit smaller, right? So this is a post I saw on Facebook. And I've seen Arsenal pages post this shit, right? Pep Guardiola couldn't win the Champions League in 4 attempts with Bayern Munich super team. It took Pep Guardiola 7 out of 8 attempts to win the Champions League with Manchester City. Klopp has only won the Champions League trophy, won one Champions League trophy in his entire managerial career. Mourinho was hired by Real Madrid and given unlimited resources to deliver the Champions League, and he failed. It's only Mikel Arteta who's expected to win it with his first attempt. I know where we are. I know where we were before this man and where we are at the moment. Call it blind faith or whatever, but I'm not giving up on him. We fall short, rise up and go again until we make it, Mikel. Now, let me just talk about this shit, right? Because this narrative is going around that Arsenal fans, expected to win the Champions League with the first attempt. What people are failing to understand, right? What people are failing to understand is the amount of money spent for a start, anyway, right? The amount of money spent, right? For me, it's the manner of how we went out. This Bayern team, I know it's Bayern heritage, but let's contextualize this. Bayern, in my opinion, they've been a laughingstock all season. You know what I mean? They win the league every year, right? Harry Kane, this, that, and the other. He went to Bayern Munich. They were in the German Community Shield. Surely that's his time to get a hands on the trophy. Nope, failed because Leipzig beat him, right? Then they had a shot of the German FA Cup. Got knocked out of that. Right? Then they're getting slapped in the league by teams they shouldn't be getting slapped by. Well, all while Leverkusen's going invincible. So when the Champions League comes around now, the quarterfinals, they can't take any fans to the Emirates. They can't take any fans away from home in the Champions League in the quarterfinals. So that was our chance. You won't get a better chance than that. And we fluffed it. If we'd have got Real Madrid, if we'd have got through and got Real Madrid in the next round and lost both games, both legs, we can say, you know what, we gave it a shot, blah, 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 right? You can hold your hands up and say, look, it's Real Madrid, blah, 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 right? I'm sorry. This Bayern Munich team, I'm telling you right now, Man City, with the context of what I've just explained, Bayern can't take fans away from home, or couldn't for that game. Man City don't lose that. Liverpool don't lose that. I don't even think Tottenham lose that. Right? I don't even think Tottenham. If you give that Spurs team that got to the Champions League final in 2019, right? I don't think that team over 2 legs would lose to Bayern. With the home leg, they couldn't take no away fans. I don't think so. I know Bayern smoked them 7-2, whatever it was. I think the season after or something like that, right? But under that context, any team that's playing how we've been playing, having the season that we've been having in the league, I don't think loses that over 2 legs. That's the point. We're meant to be this elite club. We're meant to be big things. We're meant to be all this and that and the other. But you couldn't even see out the first leg. If we'd have won the first leg 3-1, like that's what I predicted that we'd win, and then just lost 1-0 but went through anyway, I'd be like, look, still shouldn't lose to Bayern, should at least go there and get a draw, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, Arteta's decision making. We know he didn't play Zinchenko in the last game, right? But he was fiddling with the starting 11 when he didn't need to. running up to the Bayern game, for the first leg. Persists on his stubbornness, which is not gaining anything at the club. And then whatever he does at half-time, it seems like he's telling the players to down tools. Why the fuck is he doing that in the Champions League? You see why we'll never win it? You see why we will never win this competition? We'll never win the Champions League. As long as we're not hiring a manager that's won it, or bare minimum been to a final, right? And we have this shit that you're seeing on the screen now, we'll never win it. Well, because what's clear is the Champions League run that we had is good enough for this fan base. Remember back before the season started, and I said, I hope we get smoked in the Champions League. So it shows these man what we've been talking about. Because we didn't, and we had a good group stage the way we did, and we got this far. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly that shit I'm talking about. If we do anything that's good on paper, that's good enough for these man. You know what I mean? It don't matter how we went out, we got here. We got this far. We have been to Champions League quarterfinals for ages. And then now man are talking like this. Man are talking like this. You know what I mean? If we'd have got smoked in the group stage, and like Man United, right? These man couldn't say anything. Then they'd have to turn around and look at Arteta and be like, hang on a minute. But because we got this far, and just all it was we're no different in the Champions League, apart from we concede less goals. That's it, really. We concede less goals, that's it. One person on my Instagram talking about, well, last time you got smoked 5-1 by Bayern Munich, but this time you didn't. Not in so many words, right? So now we're supposed to look at it and say, well, we didn't get brushed like we used to. The point of the matter is, right, and I had to make it clear to the person, right, in the video reply that I did. We were getting Barcelona constantly in the last 16. And if it wasn't them, it was Bayern Munich. And we were going out every single time. But then we got a break. We got AC Milan. It's like, okay, this is not AC Milan or the 90s or the mid-2000s. You know what I mean? So we've got a better chance now because they're not on Bayern Munich's level now, not on Barcelona's level now, kind of thing. So that was a break. That was a thing of, well, maybe we should at least get to the quarters then. Nope. Because what did they do? They smoked us at their ground, and then we go and beat them 3-0 at the Emirates, but it didn't matter because we didn't score enough goals. And then what was it back to? Business as usual. Barcelona, Bayern, Barcelona, Bayern. And then we got another break, didn't we? Remember when we got Monaco? We got Monaco in the Champions League last 16. Another chance. Maybe we can get past these, and get to the quarterfinals, and who knows from there. Nope, still couldn't do it. You know what I mean? And then it was back to Barcelona again. And then back to Bayern Munich again. This time, we get Porto, scrape through that. We get Bayern Munich, and they couldn't take no fans away from home. And we couldn't even beat them. Couldn't even beat them. We couldn't even beat them. And then went there, needing to win now. Not we won the first leg, and maybe we could take if the score is 1-0, we could take that. Nope, didn't have that luxury. Still couldn't get through. So the point of the matter is it doesn't matter who we get in the Champions League. When it's crunch time, we will do the same thing. I'm telling you just think of the weakest European side you can think of. That if anybody faces them, they're getting slapped. That team's getting slapped. That weak European side is getting slapped. Just think of whoever that is in your head. If we get them in the last 16 or quarterfinals of the Champions League, we are not going through. Bayern were handicapped for that first leg. I don't care how good Bayern are individually in terms of players. They were handicapped. They went away from home, couldn't take no fans, no nothing. You know what I mean? The fans in the stadium weren't good enough anyway. You know what I mean? There's no way. Let me get my picture. There's no way Jose Enrique, right? Could a team turn up to the Etihad, Anfield, and I'll even go as far as saying Tottenham Stadium and Chelsea? There's no way Jose Enrique could a team go there and not bring fans and their fans are up for it. You will not visit Anfield, right, with 100% Liverpool crowd, right, and the crowd's quiet in comparison. They're not loud, proper rocking the stadium. No way, not possible, not possible. If Bayern go to Anfield with no fans and it's just Liverpool fans in there, right? You're telling me Liverpool fans wouldn't be on Bayern's back, intimidating them? Same with Stamford Bridge. Same with Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Same with Old Trafford, Etihad. But us, we're a fucking soft side. You know what I mean? European nights are just not for us. And I'm telling you this now, right? I'm telling you this now. Tottenham Hotspur will taste European success before Arsenal will. I'm telling you that right fucking now. Whether it's Europa League, Europa Conference, or Champions League, Spurs will taste European success before we do. Mark my fucking words. I'm telling you right now. I will put money on that. Because we will taste FA Cups in the next 10 years. You know what I mean? We'll probably win at least a couple of FA Cups by 2034. Right? But as for European trophies, European success, nope. The club needs to get its act together. The fans need to get that act together. Right? And the players playing for this club need to get that together. It's the only way. But we're not going to do that. You know what I mean? That Bayern game, that first fucking game, that first leg was the one. That was the one where it's like, right. That was the one. That was the one. Of all games, of all fucking games, right? That's the one where it's like, right, you're in for it now. Knowing Bayern smoked us 10-2 and aggregate altogether. So we should have had it out for them. Still can do it. And it will always be like this. It will always be like this. But yeah, it is what it is.